All right, it's a Thursday. It's the last Thursday in July, heading into the last weekend of the month, of the quarter, of the half. Today we're talking about what CDK's been up to, some stuff. Also talking about this really cool Netflix mall thing. And why not? We'll talk a little Waymo while we're at it.
Why not? Just throw in that for extra measure.
Waymo, I mean, last time you visited San Francisco was... Have you ever been... Did you grow up in San Francisco?
Actually, Paul.
Yeah. Every time we're on a call, Kyle's like, "Oh, I grew up there," because he's the son of a preacher, so they moved around a lot, and so he grew up in every state in the southeast.
I've been to LA, I've been to San Diego, but never hit San Francisco. So
I was in San Fran for the last NADA convention there, and I'm pretty confident saying it probably is the last NADA convention there.
That will be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't imagine going to that city for a conference. Woo!
It was a thing. It was a thing. But we made it. We're home. We're good.
We're all
good.
Here.
We have this. So we have several podcasts you might know. One of which is called Auto Collabs, where Kyle and myself and Michael Cirillo sit down with some people that have a little more of an in-depth conversation. The one we're releasing now is this. This title just made me laugh. Making accounting sexy. You have to say the name, Kyle.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. So Laurent Charpentier of
there you
Yooz,
go.
Came on with us, and this company's cool, guys. It's
so
really cool. And
Yooz,
YOOZ.
behind
what he's built with them is just it's like accounting is cool.
It really is. We got to spend some time with them last year at NADA, and just every time we have a conversation, I'm like, I like these guys even more. Absolutely. So check it out. Just search Auto Collabs or just search ASOTU on your favorite podcast platform, or just go to ASOTU.com, click podcasts. You'll have some selection. You can pick from some things there. Yep. Yesterday we had an awesome webinar with our friends at Activator AI. You can how do people see that or sign up if they haven't seen it?
They just can go to ASOTU.com, scroll down a little bit, hit that little bar there, and you're ready to go. You're right into it.
Yeah, some great data about retention, some great ideas and great results on how to bring, what do they call, what are the customers? Lost souls back into your service department. That's what we should have called it. Right? Bringing lost souls into your service department. Is this an evangelical podcast?
That's great.
I don't know, maybe. All right, let's talk about some news. This update came in the afternoon yesterday, 8 days after two cyber attacks severely disrupted the DMS at CDK Global. They've made a lot of progress by now successfully testing a system reboot with a small group of dealers. I wonder how you got on that list.
All the people rejoice. You know what you did? You were real big.
You're real big and real angry. So in an afternoon statement to Automotive News, the company said, quote, "We have successfully brought a small initial test group of dealers live on the dealer management system, and once validation is complete, we will begin phasing in other dealers." I know there's going to be more of this today. CDK plans to phase in. They're also trying to restore additional applications across the platform, including CRM and service solutions. They said, quote, "We understand and share the urgency for our customers to get back to business as usual." One dealer even posted an image of his that intro screen there where it gives you all the options that looks like it came from Windows 3.1. And with a comment that said, "I've never been so happy to see this screen."
Which is wild because historically, that screen's a little dicey. Like you said, it's like Windows 3, it's it's got that nice little neutral tone,
Sometimes you don't know what you got until she leaves and comes back. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's interesting? Like the mental picture that I get with when new dealers come on is I think it's the World War II picture of all of all of the soldiers coming home off the boat.
Yeah.
And, everyone's throwing hats in the air and kissing girls. It's
that's the iconic picture. And one of the sailor is going to be a dealer.
Right.
The nurse is going to be CDK.
It's what a meme.
CDK home screen. That's
Someone
it.
drop that.
No, we have to make that. It'll be like CDK home screen, right?
Oh God!
Way too much fun. Look, we're obviously blowing off a little steam. It's been a very stressful day for a dealer, and we're not through it yet. But I think everyone's really excited to see this good news come out yesterday. CDK did say we're not going to have everybody online by the 30th, so don't count on that. However, this is a great indicator that like once they get this validation complete, they can just start to scale it pretty rapidly. And maybe people can have their months closed out by like the first or second week of July. Wouldn't that be awesome? Some people take that long anyway.
It's going to happen. It's coming. Here we go. I'm ready.
Okay.
All the people rejoiced, all the LinkedIn messages dropped in, and we get to stop saying CDK on the morning live stream sometime soon.
Well, at least we're not saying Sean Fain.
Oh, got him.
Despite numerous challenges, Waymo, their robotaxi service, is now thriving in San Francisco. It's been a roller coaster, bringing driverless taxi rides closer to becoming commonplace as the product Waymo One, using self-driving Jaguars, fantastic, is now available to everyone in San Francisco. So basically, they are the second city to fully adopt it following Phoenix. Limited service is currently available in LA with plans to expand into Austin later this year. So basically, there's been so many hurdles: safety probes, software recalls, vandalism, people putting cones on hoods, the whole thing. Despite these issues, they have a 300,000 person wait list in San Francisco. How's that for some pent-up demand?
That is impressive.
As of April, their cars have driven over 3.8 million miles in San Francisco, and they're looking to become profitable, a good goal for any business, competing with Uber and Lyft, recovering all their developmental costs. It costs a couple bucks to put this program together. So for now, they're kind of like in the lead on the robo-taxi industry. Cruise, their license got suspended, so Waymo is kind of like looking back with like, you guys coming? Right?
You guys coming?
I guess not.
I'm super excited about this. You and I have tried to figure out how to ride one of these. Maybe we
unsuccessfully.
Maybe we got to take Chip to San Francisco and just jump in one and take a video. But yeah, I think as this thing scales up, it makes a whole lot of sense, right? People are already used to the Uber and Lyft type thing, and if you can get the scalability and the reliability with driverless robotaxi, let's go. It's gonna be fun.
I think so, but one thing that I think this really does is like when you look at Tesla and what their plans have been and what Elon Musk has been saying is actually a big part of the future of the company, which is this robo-taxi focus. When you see Waymo doing it, all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Like a Tesla robo-taxi is like,
especially with a Jaguar. Like, I mean, if anyone from Jaguar is listening, love you guys, but like wouldn't have probably picked that as the go-to first stop.
I know it.
For a driverless
I know it. So you think Tesla building a robo-taxi from the ground up for this specific purpose
makes a bunch of sense.
It could. Boy, that'll be a thing if it happens and it comes out. Speaking of things coming out,
Segue
time. Movies, trailers, mall things.
So last fall, Netflix announced their idea for Netflix houses, and they have recently announced their first two permanent locations in Dallas, Texas, and King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, coming in 2025. These Netflix houses will include shopping outlets, eateries, immersive activities based on Netflix series and films, experiences from the shows like Bridgerton, Money Heist, Stranger Things, Squid Game. CMO Marianne Lee described the venues as places to enjoy immersive experiences, unique food and drinks, and retail therapy. Talk about
heard that
Gen Z word. As each location will occupy over 100,000 square feet in a former department store.
Good use of space.
Yep, one being the Galleria Dallas and King of Prussia Mall. So you see like characters everywhere. You're gonna be, doing stuff that like you only wish you could see in the movies, right in a little spot. So
I love, like, I was thinking about like, what does this feel like? I was like, does it feel like a theme park? Does it feel like it's just an exhibit? You know what I mean? I was trying to like wrap my head around.
The answer is yes.
Right. And so here is a quote from the company. They said, imagine waltzing your partner to an orchestral cover of a Taylor Swift song on a replica of the Bridgerton set. I've never seen it, so I can't picture that one. And then walking around the corner to compete in the Glass Bridge Challenge from Squid Game. That I can understand. Right. So there's like a Mr. Beast element to this.
Well, the funny part of it is like the orchestral cover of a Taylor Swift song on the replica of the Bridgerton set. Bridgerton is like set in the 1800s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like this kind of like mismatch of eras and eras. See what I did there? And times and all that. Could be. It's kind of this interesting like play on pulling all of these like pop cultural things together. That's what I think is really unique about this. What I think is really interesting about this is for Netflix, a purely digital experience company that is asking people to sit in front of their TVs, are recognizing that the current generations that are driving culture are extremely interested in experiential pieces to their life, right? Like they want to be involved in experiencing the thing that they're seeing digitally. And so mashing those up is the best possible path.
I think really relevant. So Netflix released their ad product and now opened up all this very highly coveted ad inventory. And I know there's not a lot of automotive on it right now, but this is something that is developing and will be relevant to the eyes and ears of consumers, especially shows. I wonder what they're going to do around shows like the F1 series and all that. But this is an opportunity for them to bring more people in the ecosystem, allow the auto industry and other marketers, right, to kind of start to own the eyeballs, hearts, minds of people in here. So definitely something to pay attention to. How do people perceive this stuff? How do they respond to it? How do we kind of like bring those worlds together, put ourselves in front of them as an industry in a good, positive way? I don't know. Maybe Netflix will pick up More Than Cars and we'll have More Than Cars land.
Hey,
where everyone gets to try on a hat and a beard. Oh, well, whatever's going on today, it's Thursday. You got a lot of good stuff ahead of you. We're going to just predict that for you now. But in the meantime, head over to ASOTU.com, click on podcast, listen to that Auto Collabs. We'll see you tomorrow.